Hello, I'm Spencer Owen and this is The Rail. This week we're talking about something that blights our game. It's discrimination in football and what can be done to combat it. We've sent Copper90 presenter Poet to a film shoot with charity Kick It Out, Ellie Menjam's in Belfast, and I'll be speaking to Farenet. First up, let's check in with Poet.
When Sepp Blatter announced that the World Cup was to be held in Russia in 2018, the footballing world was worried about the evident racism that lives in Russia. It was only a couple of weeks ago that Emmanuel Frimpong went through this type of abuse in a Russian league game. But it's not just Russia where racism in football exists. Last year, over an 8-month period, Kick It Out reported an incident of discrimination about a Premier League player or a club once every 156 seconds. So today, Spence, I've come down to watch them film the advert for the app and talk to some people that are trying to combat discrimination in football.
The idea behind the advert is that there's a guy who uses social media to abuse a footballer, and if that footballer was in front of you, you'd probably say something different, because very often social media, you don't really feel the real life consequences of it, and it kind of makes you reconsider what your actions would be and the way that you would do things, and maybe how you're acting towards other people online.
I'm playing the conscience of the chap who's going to be sending a rather unsavoury tweet out into the Twitter sphere. I'm basically saying to him, what are you doing? Have a think about your actions, because these actions will have consequences. I think the app's really good because it lets people report cases discreetly and subtly.
With the app, it's instantaneous, so if you send through a report, it goes straight to the safety officer whose details are carried within, and also to us as well. Video capability is a really big thing because of what we've seen in more recent months, you know, with regards to the Chelsea Paris Metro incident. Those types of things are very much at the forefront of people's mind. They know that this can't be tolerated and they have a role to play within it.
It's really refreshing to see the good work organisations like Kick It Out are doing in the world of football. Now, please do download the app, and if you ever see an act of discrimination, don't be afraid to report it, because if I'm being totally honest with you, that has no place in the game whatsoever. And the sooner we get rid of it, the better it is for everybody associated with the game that we love so much. Anyway, that's enough from Poet. Back to you, Spence.
A fantastic initiative there from Kick It Out. Next up, we've actually got a first for The Rail. It's a viewer submission from someone called Lucino. He's got some footage of an event in Italy called the Mondiali Antirazzisti, which is a yearly event to celebrate equality and inclusion in football. Let's take a look. Fantastic stuff, Lucino. Thank you very much for sending that in, or should I say, grazie mille. Seeing that footage actually inspired us to send Ellie to a similar event last weekend.
All right, Spence, well, since we're talking about discrimination in football, I've come out here to Belfast in Northern Ireland, where a very special tournament is taking place behind me, the Anti-Rascism World Cup. Born out of the same ideology as the Mondiali Antirazzisti in Italy, this event is a 3-day anti-racism and anti-fascist football festival that has fast become the biggest grassroots event of its type in Ireland.
The Anti-Rascism World Cup is a 24-team, 7-a-side football tournament. We've run every year for 9 years.
We are very committed to the idea of international solidarity, anti-racism, and in Irish we have a saying which is Aithne and Kiro Gala, one black beetle recognises another. So the dispossessed, the oppressed should come together and should stand against fascism, racism and bigotry.
We want to get control of the game. We want to rebuild the game in a new way, a new model. Central to that is anti-racism, is anti-homophobia, anti-discrimination of all kinds. The club here. Very supportive right from the beginning. They should have had, or they could have had, a home fixture today. They asked the league for an away fixture to facilitate us to play here today.
We're a non-political, non-sectarian club itself, you know, but we're very proud to host this. This is the 9th year, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. We classify it as a day out for the community there as well. It's a family fun day. There's bouncy castles, slides and things like that. All we do is host it, and we're proud to do that.
We came from Italy.
So you've flown from Italy just to be here for the weekend?
Yeah, because for last year, a friend of ours and a member of our team, he just saw the sticker of this Mondial while he was like going around in Ireland.
Okay.
And so we took the contact and we decided to come here.
You were involved in the incredible achievement of bringing the Palestinians out here to play. Tell me a bit about the process.
The idea of the project, first and foremost, is basically to kind of challenge the main aspects of what apartheid is. Just a simple thing like going on holiday is extremely difficult and requires so many loops to jump through. So we tried to kind of challenge that first and foremost, and bringing football into it just means that you can do something that you enjoy and still challenge something that's restricting movement.
With pro football and things, you can reach different type of people, different fans and different things. And also that the main thing of it is the participation of Palestine in this. It doesn't mean about football or things, just to have a Palestinian team in this, it means so much that all the teams play with the Palestinian team, and the participation of this team here, it means so much for the Palestinian people and also for the support of people here.
There you have it, Spence, the Anti-Racism World Cup, an incredible tournament showing that whilst discrimination may still exist in some form in football, there are a hell of a lot of people from Palestine to Italy to Belfast fighting against it.
Fantastic tournament there, absolutely great stuff from Ellie. Finally today, I'm off to meet Farenet to find out more about what they do. Claudia, tell us a little bit more about what Farenet does exactly.
We tackle discrimination across Europe and try to promote social inclusion through football.
And what are the big challenges in making that happen?
There are very different forms of discrimination, from racism to homophobia, sexism, anti-Semitism or Islamophobia. And of course it has all the problems that society has. So you see the same thing happening outside of your door that you see in the stadium. So we think it's the perfect platform to tackle discrimination, not just in the sport, but also to bring about a wider change in society.
And what are the ways that you can do that?
We work across Europe. We have members in over 35 countries, and we bring everyone together who wants to change something in football and through football, and help them to tackle discrimination where they are and also on all levels of the game. So national level, but right down to grassroots level.
What about your involvement in the Mondiali Antirazzisti?
We've been supporting it for, I think, over 10 years. We go there, we have a stall, we speak to people, also have a good party. Our biggest campaign that we organize, and we are quite busy at the moment with that, is the Football People Action Weeks. 2 weeks in October where everyone can get involved and organize activities against discrimination.
And how do you kind of track the progress you make?
That's the tricky bit. In the past there was a big denial of things. People said, oh, there's no racism, or these are not our fans. So we see that there's a development starting, and we try to keep the momentum up and support everyone who wants to do something.
When something happens in the mainstream matches, it's a really powerful way of bringing attention to something.
Yeah, for us it's really important to tackle things from the bottom up, but also top down. So the involvement of professional footballers is very important to us, and it shows also that they think it's an important thing to do, and that there's still a lot of work to be done.
Are any particular players getting involved in Action Weeks?
Yes, this year we are very proud that we have Didier Drogba supporting us, but also Casey Stoney from Arsenal Ladies, Thomas Hitzelsberger, also Andrea Pirlo, really high-profile football stars supporting us.
Okay, Claudia, well thank you very much for talking to us. Best of luck with Action Weeks.
Thank you.
And I look forward to hearing more about what Farenet gets up to. That's it from us on discrimination in football. If you'd like any more information on what we've talked about in today's episode, it's all available in the description below. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to Copper 90 for more of the same, and leave a comment below with what you'd like to see in future episodes of The Rail. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.